Welcome to iFEED, small portions delivered frequently, allowing your horse to eat like a horse. This video will walk you through the steps necessary to get your iFEED starter pack up and running. First, let's take a look at what's in the box. This is the iFEED funnel. It snaps onto the feeder and directs feed to your trough. The power supply box powers up to 16 units and is where you will set the feeding schedule. The starter pack includes mounting hardware that accommodates mounting to stall fronts with vertical bars, horizontal bars, or wire mesh. The user guide. Wiring is simple. Instructions are in a white envelope. And finally, the iFEED hopper. The hopper holds your feed and dispenses it on the schedule you set. To install your iFEED, first mount the power supply with nails or screws. Some customers mount the power supply in their tack room, while others mount it on the outside of the stall. Wherever you mount it, just make sure you can plug it into an outlet or extension cord. Next, prepare the hopper for mounting. Here, we'll demonstrate mounting the hopper to a stall with vertical bars, so we'll use the included butterfly brackets. If you have horizontal bars or mesh, use the U-brackets included in a separate small bag. Flip the hopper over and attach a butterfly bracket to the bottom of the hopper with the shorter of the two included bolts. Just a few turns for now. Next, attach the top butterfly bracket by passing the longer bolt through the top center hole on the feeder. Then thread the lock nut onto the end of the bolt from the inside of the hopper. Again, just a few turns. Take the funnel and snap it onto the bottom of the hopper. The head of the nuts on either side of the hopper should align with the larger slotted opening on the sides of the funnel. Align one side first, then snap the other into place. Time to mount the hopper. An extra set of hands makes life easier here. Remember, you're mounting the hopper to the outside of the stall front. We suggest mounting as low as possible given your stall configuration, with the trough receiving the feed ideally around thigh height. Rotate the butterfly brackets so the hopper sits flush with the stall front. Turn the bottom bracket horizontal to grip the stall bars, then tighten the bolt. Repeat this process with the top butterfly bracket. Here, you'll need to stabilize the nut while you rotate the bolt. An extra wrench or socket makes this easy. Once the hopper is secure, attach the wire connectors included in your hardware packet to the wire coming from the power supply. Wrap the connector around the wire and pinch it closed with pliers until you hear it click. Then attach the connectors you just installed to the wires coming out of the motor inside the hopper. Route the white wires exiting the motor behind the corner of the top bracket so the lid can open and close freely. With the power supply plugged in, open the cover to the power supply and set the face of the timer to the current time by rotating the dial. Each gray pin on the dial represents 15 minutes around the 24-hour clock face. Begin by making sure all of the pins are moved in towards the center of the dial. To schedule a feeding, simply move the gray pin out at the specific time you want to feed. We recommend starting with 10 to 12 feeding times per day. Refer to our video on setting your feed program or the enclosed user guide for more information on determining the right schedule for your horse. Once you've got your feed schedule set, flip the red switch from on to the timer position. Now it will dispense feed on the timer you've set. After setting the times each day you want to feed, use the dial located on the gray motor inside the hopper to determine how much to feed at each scheduled feeding. We call this dial the portion control. Again, refer to the user guide or our video on setting your feed program for more detail. Once the timer and portion control are set, flip the switch on the side of the motor to the down position, which is on, and fill the hopper with your feed of choice. Thank you for choosing iFEED to feed your horse naturally. We know your horse will love it, and we think you will too.